Bonjour, my freaky darlings. It's Benji here. Yes, as you can see, I could not be bothered. I am in my dressing gown tonight. I am very, 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 very tired and, just feeling in the mood for comfort. But book. So as you can tell by the title of this video, this video is going to be talking about Beautiful Night. As usual, there are no spoilers, so I thought I'd just put that out there. By the way, I'm sniffing a lot because hay fever is kind of kicking my butt at the moment. So there you go. That's right. That's the reason why. I have my notes here of what I want to speak to you about. So bear with me if I look off screen every now and again. But I just don't, care. That's why you can see the glare on my glasses. So let's discuss it. So the atmosphere in this chapter is exceedingly dark at the beginning, and then exceedingly sniffing, sorry, rapid pace by the end. All of my chapters have a rapid pace at some point, actually at multiple points, because that's how I like to write, a lot of action. But we are introduced to a character who brings a very, very, very depressing and dark element to the psyche and mood and atmosphere of, the atmosphere of the book, and the environment and the mood of the other characters. I think that's actually quite important because obviously everybody goes through different emotions in life, obviously, and deep, dark, sad depression, is one of those things, and it's a very alien thing, especially if you're, experiencing it by by means of somebody else, and you're not experiencing it yourself because you're like, do I help this person? Does this person want to be helped? Do I even want to be around that? Most of the time, it's no, I don't even want to be around that. That's ridiculous. But yeah, those are the sort of moods that are in this chapter. Oh, excuse me, my goodness, mate. So the setting, the environment is basically. Sorry, it's just going through my notes here. So we're obviously no spoilers, obviously, but I'll let you give you a couple of details, obviously, just that are not spoilery. So we're back in Washington. We're still in Washington D.C. at this point, where Derek lives, where Skylar's company is. So it's still kind of the same home territory. Now, you would think that that would make it a sort of relaxed, sort of, breather sort of chapter. No. So the fast-paced action in here, again, another attack happens. And the fact that it's on home ground means they're seriously not safe. None of the characters in this book are safe. And their lives are really constantly in danger. And the fact that it is in their home city, a place where they should feel comfortable and, relaxed about, is scarier than, if you were going somewhere else. And, that's the sort of thing, you're more cautious somewhere else, aren't you? You don't expect things to happen on your own doorstep. But they do. I mean, it depends where you live, really, doesn't it? So the most prominent character in this chapter is the new character that we discover is Sophia. So Sophia, my gosh, Sophia. I think I said that in her character video. My gosh, Sophia. What a mess. She is just horrendous. Not horrendous as in she's not a bad person, but the literal severe downward spiral of dark, horrid depression that she is in is just enough to make anyone go, "What the heck is that? I don't want to be anywhere near it." But and for Derek, who struggles in every single sort of social situation imaginable, that sent him on another roller coaster down the road, as well as the attacks happening. So there we go. So the type of interaction that happens with Derek is he is absolutely shocked that someone could be this depressed and just empty in life. I mean, she tries to do something at his house, and he's like, "What the heck are you trying to do, you psychopath?" And she's not a psychopath; she is just so damaged. But that is completely alien to Derek. Derek feels, negative emotions sometimes. He feels very upset, very sad, and stuff like that. But he's never felt that to the extent that Sophia has, and he's never going to understand that because he's never been there. And even if he has, I don't think he would, in the moment, register that. So that is a very, very interesting interaction between him and Sophia. Sorry, alarm going off. And Sophia. So there are a couple of central themes in this. So the main theme about it at the beginning is depression, which is what Sophia is going through. It feels weird just holding this up like, but yeah, no, depression is a huge thing, and it's just awful, for someone to have to go through, and I think it's also awful. It is definitely to watch someone go through it who you kind of feel that you should help morally if you have a moral high, sense of morality about you. But you can't because sometimes they don't want to be helped. In that case, you can't really do anything. And sometimes you're not really selfish in saying like, "I don't think I can help you," because I don't have the skills for that. You need to talk to somebody else. So that is a huge theme. And then threat and danger and panic are other themes that obviously we experience later on during the other attack. Oh, excuse me. So, okay. So a good question that I had for you guys and girls and people is, um, what do you do when you feel like your whole world is shifting? Because that is the stage that we are kind of at in this. We follow on from the big cataclysm, shall we say, of the last chapter. So things are already in tatters, and then it keeps happening. The attacks keep coming. It's like relentless. What do you do in that sort of situation? Do you just panic? Do you just crumble or freeze? Or would you think that adrenaline would just keep you going? Because I think that is what is keeping all of these characters just going. Is the pure adrenaline and the rush of it and the chaos of it is just absolutely ridiculous. So I don't really have a personal. This is the thing. It was really difficult for me to write Sophia. I've obviously everybody's had times in their life where they've been very very sad or felt empty or very just numb. However, I don't. I mean, I've never tried to do anything that Sophia's tried to do. So for me, I had to kind of draw on people that I have, acquaintances with or know quite well that may have gone to a place as dark as Sophia. So writing her was actually kind of tricky. Um, but it was just like a pouring out of emotions because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's like an overwhelming of emotions that you just want to. Basically, when you're in that sort of stage of depression, you just want it all to stop. You just want everything to stop. You just want it to go away, and that kind of goes down a very dangerous line of, a permanent uh, solution to a temporary problem, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it was difficult, but you have to draw on just pouring out of emotions. Um, but I tell you what was really, really, and now especially now that I'm a father. At the time when I wrote it, I wasn't a father, and all I wanted was like to have a kid. It was really difficult for me to write Sophia because she's the opposite of me, which I really wanted to do because I wanted to challenge myself. So a huge part of her depression comes from her kids, and she believes it's caused by that, and her as a parent. I can't think of anything more selfish and ignorant. Um, that might offend some people, but I'm not meaning to offend right now because that is completely natural to feel that way. But in my head as a father, that's what it comes across in my head. And every single person's different. No, you're not a horrible person if you think I'm depressed because I'm a parent, or I'm depressed because I'm a child, or because of my children or something. That doesn't make you a horrible person at all. It means you're going through something that clearly parenthood has brought on, and that's never happened for me. Parenthood has only ever given me happiness and joy. So again, and when I was writing it, obviously I wasn't a father, but I really wanted kids, so it was really difficult for me to write Sophia. So it was a personal sort of juxtaposition for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it, my lovelies. Feel free to download this. It's available digitally on Kindle, iBooks, and Kobo, and also available in paperback on Amazon. I'll put all the links in it below. Take care. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Bye.